Talking Points memo is another hectic day for Mr. Trump. So he begins Quantico, Virginia. That's the headquarters of the Marines. FBI's there too, outside of D.C., of course. And he and Secretary of War, it's not Defense Secretary anymore, Pete Hegseth, telling the generals they can't be fat, got to be in shape, and no more political correctness, and no more DEI, and no more anything. Okay. And, anybody surprised by this? You shouldn't be. Donald Trump does not like the woke stuff, and neither does Secretary Hegseth. So I'm going to play you one soundbite on this. It's not that controversial. I'm looking to see if there's any subversion about this message, and we'll have that tomorrow. But here's what the president said today. Go.
We're bringing back a focus on fitness, ability, character, and strength. And that's because the purposes of American military is not to protect anyone's feelings. It's to protect our republic. And it's the republic that we dearly love. It's to protect our country. We will not be politically correct when it comes to defending American freedom, and we will be a fighting and winning machine.
Okay, so then the president goes back to the White House and makes an announcement that's fairly important about lowering drug prices. So this, particularly for senior citizens, is a big, big issue. And Trump has made a deal with Pfizer. There's going to be some kind of Trump RX thing. You can get all this on the internet and all of that, but you're going to be able to buy prescription drugs in particular for a lower price, according to President Trump. Roll it.
The United States is paying sometimes 10 times more than other countries for drugs, and a lot of excuses were made for that, but it went on for many years, many years, decades. And it's not going on any longer. We're going to be paying the lowest price now.
Well, we'll see. And I hate to use that cliche, we'll see. That's what all the pinheads on television, we'll see. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it'll work or not. I think it might. And that's big. President Trump can slash those drug prices. But remember, he's on a clock. He doesn't have 3 years to do it. He's got 1 year to do it because the midterms loom, and that's for sure. Same thing with the food prices and the groceries and all that. You got a year. Quick. Now, in addition, the Gaza 20-point plan, and again, you can go and look at it. I don't have time to go over 20 points, but I'll summarize it for you, is in motion. And Hamas announced today that they're looking at it or whatever. Got to understand one thing. The Hamas terrorists that live in Gaza and control that area of Palestine, Hezbollah controls the West Bank. So there's two terror operations that have the Palestinian people, they're holding them hostage. Because if you're a Palestinian, you live in the West Bank, you live in Gaza, and you say, hey, I don't like you, Hamas, you're dead. That's it. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in America, in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%. The Hamas people run Gaza. They don't want to stop the fighting because then the money from Iran stops. If there were peace, and Hamas terrorists are out of business. I open my book, Confronting Evil, with the October 7th attack, which is coming up. Okay? And I put you right in the middle of that thing so you understand the mindset of evil, Hamas evil. That's how we open the book. But we put you right there. Hamas does not want to stop this. And there's not a lot of outside pressure on Hamas to stop it. So I'm not pessimistic. I'm agnostic. I don't know what the next step will be. Here's what I do know. This was a nice try by President Trump. And for those who hate him, particularly in the Jewish community, I mean, the man's trying. Biden never tried, ever. And Netanyahu's in a win-win position here. Netanyahu had to go along with this. But if Hamas rejects this, then Netanyahu's going to go in and kill them all. And that's going to mean a lot of civilians are going to get killed because the Hamas people hide behind, and you know the drill. Okay? So Netanyahu either gets a deal or he gets to eliminate the rest of Hamas. No downside for him. Now, there are two main things. Within 72 hours of a peace agreement, a ceasefire, all the hostages and the bodies of the dead hostages have to be released, 72 hours. Okay. And then Gaza is to be rebuilt under an international commission headed by President Trump, with an assist from former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. So they're going to set up like a corporation. And Trump's vision has always been, and he ran this by me shortly after he was elected last November, to make it a tourist destination because it's right on the Mediterranean. And to have all this Arab investment money coming in from the Gulf to build these big hotels and to give a structure to the Palestinian people so they can earn a living. It is a good vision. Okay, if you travel to the Middle East, there are resorts on the Red Sea. Alexandria, Virginia is trying to ramp up in that area. Malta, the island of Malta in the Mediterranean. You can do that. Turkey's got a very nice tourist coastline. And that's Trump's vision. Now, whether any of this is going to happen, who knows? Because again, terrorists are terrorists. That's what they're named for. They hate Jews. They want to kill Jews. And that's the memo.